Thank you so much for joining us. We're about to start the event. Okay. Thank you. Please feel free to move towards the front. It'll be nice. That's good.
Don't forget to close.
Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to Moorpark College. Thank you for joining us this special day. My name is Julius Sokenu. I'm the interim president here at Moorpark College, and it's my honor to welcome you into our campus. For those of you for whom this is your first time on our campus, as you can see, we're very proud of Moorpark College's landscape, and we have the wonderful date that we've ordered for this event. For those of you who are coming back to campus, maybe after a decade, maybe 5 years, maybe 3 weeks, whatever, and you're back on our campus, we thank you and welcome you back, and you can see all the great things that your college has been up to. I want to begin by acknowledging our district chancellor, Dr. Greg Gillespie, and to thank our board of trustees as represented this afternoon here by Trustee Josh Chancellor, and to thank them for their support of this project. We're grateful to be joined today by Mayor Janice Pavin, Moorpark's mayor. Moorpark is fortunate to be surrounded by a community invested in our success, and we deeply appreciate the positive working relationship our campus enjoys with the mayor's and the city manager's office. I also want to thank Dale Pavin, president of the Moorpark Chamber of Commerce, and Jill Haney, the president of Moorpark College Foundation Board, for joining us today. It does take a village to keep a college working. This project, the renovation of our Raider Sports Pavilion, represents the first major overhaul of this facility since it was first constructed over 50 years ago. We are deeply excited about the new learning and athletic opportunities this modernized facility will provide current and future students. Of course, this newly renovated facility is the product of many talented and hard-working people on our campus. I want to especially thank Chancellor Gillespie, our board of trustees, and former President Luis Sanchez, who unfortunately couldn't join us this afternoon, but we've been looking forward to doing it. All of these people who helped us to usher the project through the system. I would also like to thank Silva Barajas, Del Parker, John Keever, Johnson Echo, Howard Davis, Al Nordquist, and Lisa Putnam for their leadership in bringing about this renovation. This project has required the contributions of many others over the years as well. The faculty and staff, construction workers, contractors, IT and facilities teams who all pitched in to give us this beautiful product. I also wish to thank the students and college employees over the years who have prioritized this project by identifying local funding to make this $18 million renovation a reality. Thanks to each of you for your time and your contributions. This achievement was also made possible through the $1.2 million investment made by the voters and taxpayers of Ventura County. Rightfully so, rightfully so. Your support of Measure S served as a vote of confidence in the work our college provides the community, as well as a vote to the future of our campus. As a result of these combined efforts, we're now able to open the doors to the state-of-the-art facility filled with the modern technology, equipment, and recreational space our student athletes needed to excel. Because student athletes represent the best of Moorpark College, we are proud to now provide them with some of the best sports and recreational facilities in this county. These talented young men and women are driven by teamwork, leadership, and success. Their drive isn't just limited to basketball courts, softball diamonds, and end zones. it spreads throughout the classrooms and halls around our campus as well. We refer to them as scholar athletes, and this is why. Take Sophia Cortina, and Sophia's right there. For example, last year, Sophia became Moorpark College's first ever individual state champion in women's cross country. She achieved this remarkable success by completing a 3.1-mile course in just over 18 minutes and 27 seconds. That's worthy of an applause. After winning the contest, Sophia said, and I quote, "I think what I did was great, because this was a goal I had set for myself and I achieved it. I had to build confidence. I had to build mental and physical strength. I had to make sacrifices, and it wasn't easy." Sophia's insights into her achievement beautifully represent the drive, the strength, and personal character of our student athletes. But her success doesn't end there. Sophia's exceptional record is apparent both on and off the field. She's one of our exceptional scholar athletes with a 4.0 GPA, proving that time and time again, our athletes are often our most successful students because the qualities they develop in order to excel in sports carry over with them into the classroom and throughout life as well. In fact, the average GPA for our student athlete outpaces their non-athletic peers at Moorpark College. What's more, our student athletes' average GPA even outperforms those of their athlete peers statewide, and they take a higher course load. Please, thank you. Last year, 172 student athletes earned a 3.0 GPA or better, with 9 of our athletic teams earning a collective 3.8 GPA or better. 2 of last year's student athlete graduates even went on to such prestigious institutions as the Haas School of Business at UC Berkeley. So our athletes are smart. We're a better campus for our athletes' success, and by investing in their experience here at Raiders Sports Pavilion, we're also making an investment in the educational experience for all our students across this campus. It is exciting to think many athletes like Sophia have yet to even pass through the halls of this newly renovated facility. The future is bright for them thanks to each of you who helped make this project a reality. And in fact, I hope many of you will enroll in courses housed in this facility as well. We need the enrollment, folks, so that they can enjoy it and you can enjoy it, because this facility is really for the entire community. It's really for the entire community. Before I hand the mic over to Vance, I do want to say a very big thank you to Vance. What you see today is the product of a whole lot of individuals who are working towards making sure that this facility that's been created is not only worthy of our athletes, but that it is the safest place to conduct learning. Vance, as the athletic director, has tirelessly and with much diligence been actively involved in making sure that this project comes to the outcome that you see here. He has given up so much of his time, so much of his energy. He has had to be patient for a lot of times. I've sat through program planning with Vance where he says, okay, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? And he has been patient and has had faith that this will happen, and it's happening today. And I just want to say a very big thank you to Vance Varnikas. Thank you once again. Thank you for supporting Moorpark College Athletics. Go Raiders.
Thank you, Jonas. Appreciate those kind words. Like any other team, it wasn't just myself. The accumulation of this particular project is a lot of people involved, and I can't thank each and every one of them, but again, realizing that it's a teamwork that made this event possible. In 2002, the residents of Ventura County approved a bond, Measure S, to improve the facilities of the colleges within the Ventura County Community College District. One of the identified projects of Moorpark College was a gym renovation project to enhance the experiences of our student athletes as well as our kinesiology students. This project, gym renovation, has been long overdue. The students, coaches, staffs of Moorpark College have endured less than ideal situations for most notably this last year and a half and even longer. They've endured situations of no restrooms, no locker rooms, no weight facilities, no athletic training facilities, no equipment room, using porta potties outside. They have survived, and because of this experience, they will be stronger. I'd like to offer a special acknowledgement to all those affected, those students affected by this inconvenience, but especially to some of our staff members, Tom Mariano, Sharice Maitrey, and Mario Stegmeyer. They've all been working out of storage containers and facilities that were totally inadequate. Those days are over. When you see their new facilities, you'll be amazed. I hope everyone here will take a tour from our Athletics Council and our Flex Club members. They'll be providing additional tours after the game, and if you wish throughout the game, the gym is open for everybody to have the opportunity to experience. There's some special members that I'd also like to recognize for their extraordinary efforts to make this dream a reality. Without their vision, hard work, and dedication, these facilities would only be a dream. Now it is a reality. Some of our visionaries from the past, I would like to call up John Keever and Dell Parker. John Keever was a past athletic director, and Dell Parker was a member of our faculty and coaching staff. We have a little thank you for your appreciation for all that you've done for this project from the get-go. John Keever.
All right.
Dell Parker. Stay up here. I'd like to get a picture at the end with everybody, if we could, please. We also have some planners. Howard Davis is here. Howard Davis, can you please come up? He was our dean at the time. Lisa Putnam was our dean at the time as well, and she's not able to make it today. So Howard Davis, again, one of our planners. We also have a doer here, and we have to recognize one of our doers because we had a lot of doers. The whole maintenance staff, the custodial staff, all participated in this event. But I'm going to call up John Sanuco for all the hard work and dedication he had to make this project a reality. And three very important individuals who made this a reality. Without their leadership and desire to improve the experiences and educational opportunities of our students, we would not be here today. This dream would not be completed. Silvia Barajas is our Vice President of our Student Services. She was the person who had the money for this project. I have not seen Silvia. She said she's going to try to be here a little bit later. I have not seen, is Luis Sanchez here?
Luis can't make it today.
Luis is not going to be able to make it today. He was the president of our college who started this program. And then the one who finished seeing this through, I'd like to recognize Julius Sokanu. On behalf of the athletics and kinesiology, I want to express our sincere appreciation for your support seeing this project through. I would like to invite our college president, Dr. Sokanu, our Ventura County Community College District Board member, Josh Chancellor, and our Mayor of Moorpark, Janice Pavrin, to come up to cut the ribbon so that we can officially open our gym. After the ribbon cutting ceremony, we'd like everybody to go down to the gym floor as we begin celebration of our new grand opening. We're going to recognize some of our most fabulous, successful athletic men's basketball teams in the state that we've ever had. So, Josh, Julius, Dr. Gillespie, our Chancellor of our district, Janice.
I'll just add quick congratulations to Moorpark College. Would like to thank all of those who were involved with this project. And as it was said earlier, all three of our colleges are Ventura County's community colleges. And this really is a highlight building, not just for Moorpark College, but for Moorpark and Ventura County as well. So congratulations to Moorpark College. Thanks to all of you for being here to celebrate this great day. Thank you.
I'll let you guys all take care of this. Go ahead, Josh, get in there. Janice, get in there. Julius, get in there.
Get a hand on it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Ready?
Ready.
Watch out.
Let's
Watch out.
Oh, no!
Thank you very much. Anyways, walk down the gym floor. The doors will be open. Walk down the gym floor. Let's recognize our 2000 and 2001 men's basketball teams.
Go to where just
I just want some pronunciations just to make sure I get your guys' names right.
Yeah, Terrence Benoit.
Yep.
Javier Zavala.
Yep.
And Colbert Galliano.
It is Colbert. Okay, that's what I thought. Galliano, you said? Check, check, 1, 2.
Where is this being streamed?
It is a YouTube live stream that is check 1, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check. Oh, welcome everybody to the Moorpark Raider live stream. We are here at the newly renovated Raider Pavilion, an $18 million renovation for a big day where the 2000-2001 men's Final Four team is being honored with a jersey retirement as well for player TK Reed. But we also have a game to play tonight between Moorpark College Raiders and the Cuesta Cougars. And today, when you look at both teams, Moorpark scores about 80.6 a game on 47.3 shooting, 20.9 points a game for Mason Johnson, who is the leading scorer, followed by Tim Andrioli with a 19.9 clip. So look for them to be the main scorers today, and look for this game to be won in the paint. 47.3 shooting again. They give up 79.2 a game on 46% shooting. So they come in with a 10-10 record and are 2-2 in conference play, but they did win their last game 98-85 at Oxnard. When you look at Cuesta College, their two leading scorers, Steph Corbis with 15.1 and Jacques Safra with 14.4 respectively. They give up 74.3 a game on 48.1% shooting. So this game will be high scoring. Look for them to move in the paint. They got more players over 6 feet, so that's going to be something to look out for. They score 70.7 points per game on 42.7 shooting. Again, look out for the halftime ceremony today, where you will find a jersey retirement ceremony for TK Reed. This is going to be a big game, and we will look forward to watching it. And for now, we will cut to break and be back with Tip in a few minutes. Stay with us, everybody. That's a question you have to ask our They're asking if we can move the table back. I don't know. Okay. And we're back. We're still awaiting tip-off in the next few minutes or so, but want to continue with this conversation. In terms of this big day, the Moorpark Raider Pavilion, which is the gym we are situated in right now, just underwent a $18 million renovation, complete with new locker rooms and facilities for training here at the school. So they just had a big unveiling ceremony. Again, they are also honoring the 2000-2001 men's Final Four team and a jersey retirement ceremony for the late TK Reed, one of the standout players on that squad. So it is a big day here at Moorpark College. Both these teams, although they do not come in with identical records, they have similar scoring lines in terms of stats. So it could be a coin flip in terms of what we're looking at today about who will win this game. When you look at some of the scores we've seen from the Raiders in the last month or so, they lost 98-91 at Ventura and won 98-85 again this Wednesday at Oxnard College, including a couple more conference wins at West LA and Allen Hancock, 85-84, 75-66. Those are home games. So they are currently 2-2 in conference play, but they have scored a lot. So this is not going to be a defensive affair. They do have a lot of guys over 6 feet. 6'3" forward Mason Johnson again leads them, but they have a 6'6" forward in Tim Andreoli, who is their second leading scorer, and a 6'7" freshman center, Derek Young Jr. They are coached by Chris Morgan, who's in his first year as a head coach. The assistant is Alonzo McCain. So they are going to be manning the sidelines for the team. When you look at Cuesta College, head coach is Rusty Blair, and the assistant coach is Casey Blair in his 12th season as an assistant coach for this team. So it is going to be an interesting matchup when you look at what these guys can bring, and there's some extra bit of significance due to this big event today. So again, we got about 5 minutes to tip off. We're going to take maybe another quick break here, and we'll be back in a few minutes with tip for this one. Stay with us, folks.
Today is the 20-year reunion of the two most successful men's basketball teams in the history of Moorpark College. Before we meet and celebrate the accomplishments of these extraordinary teams, we ask that you join us in a moment of silence in commemoration of 3 of those team's members who we have lost over the past 2 decades: David Clinton, Alan Case, and TK Reed. Thank you very much. Please join me in welcoming and recognizing each of the team members who have joined us here today. Moorpark College President Dr. Julius Sokadu and Ventura County Community College Chancellor Dr. Greg Gillespie, along with board member Josh Chancer, will welcome each team member at mid-court. Before we meet the team, we would like to recognize the many contributions to the team of key support staff. Our scorekeeper, now full-time athletic trainer, Sharice Maitre. Equipment manager, Tommy Ariano. Administrative assistant, Diane Costello. athletic trainer, now athletic director, Vance Manicus. And athletic director, John Keever. First, the 1999-2000 team. The team captured the first conference championship since 1983. Along the way, they won championships at the Antelope Valley Tournament, the Glendale Tournament, and the Cerro Coso Tournament. They were the #1 defensive team in the state, won 27 games and the most wins in college history, a record that still stands today, and advanced to the state Final Four. First of all, we'll meet the team members. Aaron Zahavi. From Calabasas High School, Aaron was a great team member, always providing a boost of energy and enthusiasm that helped the team develop a deep unity. Teammates appreciated that Aaron was a deep thinker and a great comedian. Tony Whitlock, a transfer from Santa Ana College, played a key reserve role in several games during the season. Alan Case. He started every game, was a key perimeter scorer and defender, excelled in all aspects of the game. Allen was named All-Tournament at the prestigious Antelope Valley Tournament. Dan Gallinoni. He was a short-shooting transfer from the University of Nevada. Dan led the team in scoring at more than 17 points per game. He still holds the school 3-point makes in a season record with 112. He was named All-Tournament and San Jose Tourney and Most Valuable Player in the Cerro Coso and Antelope Valley tournaments. Dan was named First Team All-Western State Conference and First Team All-State. Dan earned a Division I scholarship to play at Fairfield University. O.J. Thomas. He was the lefty starting point guard for Channel Islands and All-Star. He was a quintessential point guard who distributed the ball in expert fashion with an outstanding assist-to-turnover ratio of 8-to-1. He was #3 in assists in the state. O.J. was named Most Valuable Player at the Glendale Tournament and All-Tournament at Antelope Valley. He was also named All-Conference. O.J. continued his career with a scholarship to Metro State University in Denver, where he played on the 2002 Division II National Championship team. Kenny Plummer. He came to Moorpark College from New York City to play with his brother and ended up being one of the most impactful players in college history. Playing the post against much larger opponents, Kenny's success came from his unmatched work ethic and drive. He was All-Tournament at Cerro Coso and Glendale. He was named All-Western State Conference. KP earned a full scholarship to play at Montana State University Mosman, where he also was one on the Big Sky Championship team. He presently is in the coaching role of Moorpark College women's basketball team, who's currently ranked #1 in the state. Now to the 2000-2001 team, whose record 26-6 and repeated the Western State Conference Championship with an 83-70 victory at rival Ventura College. This team accumulated the best winning percentage in college history and led the state in scoring margin at 15.3 points per game. The team also returned to the state Final Four. Rennie Bader. He came from Alameda High School and was also a sprinter sharpshooter. Rennie was a quiet and steady force on the team and also provided key contributions off the bench in several games. Mikey Hernandez. He hails from San Fernando High School, a lefty sharpshooter who often contributed off the bench with his deadly three-point shooting. In a game, Mikey saved the Raiders with 3 second-half three-pointers and 11 points in a tight conference win at Oxnard College. Devin Montgomery. After graduating from Alameda High School, he earned a Division I scholarship back east, but he returned home and chose Moorpark largely to play with his good friend TK Reed. Devin's impact was immediate and huge, leading the Raiders in scoring at 21 points per game. He was All-Tournament at Antelope Valley, Western State Conference Player of the Week 8 times, All-State Tournament Team, Western State Conference Player of the Year, and First Team All-State. Devin transferred to Pepperdine University, where he led the Waves to an NCAA tournament berth. Lester Strong. He came from Kennedy High School in Denver. His quiet and humble personality belies the fierce nature in which he played. He was known for thunderous dunks throughout the season. His size and athleticism was nearly impossible to match up against for most opponents. He led the state in field goal percentage at 68%. He was all-tournament at Antelope Valley, All-Western State Conference first team, and was named first team All-State. Lester transferred to Metro State University in Denver with O.J. Thomas, won the Division II National Championship. He plays professionally in Australia. Now we will introduce team members that played for both teams. The two teams together accounted for 53 wins, 17 conference wins, and a standing playoff record of 8-2, 2 Western State Conference championships, 2 state Final Four appearances, and were the winningest class in the history of Moorpark College. Assistant coach, Howard Davis. Howard later served for nearly 10 years as Moorpark College's athletic director and is now the team head coach, Rebby McCarthy. Rebby served as head coach of the men's basketball team for 18 years before becoming the new college of the Moorpark share and serving as assistant coach for the women's basketball team. McCarthy was named the Western State Conference Coach of the Year both years and was the State Coach of the Year in 2000. Jared Edwards. Brian Smith. He came from Cleveland High School in Reseda. Brian was starter throughout the 2001 season and was a critical reserve in the 2000 season. His all-around play and substantial skill in many areas was critical to both teams' success. Brian was named All-Tournament at Syracuse and was named All-Western State Conference. Simogen Smith. He also came from Cleveland High School in Reseda. Sim is Brian's older brother, was the perimeter six-man in the state in 2001. His athleticism, shooting, and scoring ability provided massive lifts off the bench. Sim was named All-Tournament at the Moorpark Tournament. Trevor Lords. He came from Montgomery High School in Santa Rosa and immediately brought a toughness and competitiveness that permeated throughout the team. Trevor was a 2-year starter and was named All-Tournament in 3 tournaments. He was named to the All-State Western Conference team both years. Trevor earned a scholarship to Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado, and was the 2002 RMAC Tournament Most Valuable Player. And finally, TK Reed. We will acknowledge TK's substantial contributions at halftime of the game as his jersey number will be retired, so make sure to stay tuned to that. Please join me once again, one more time, for the last acknowledgement of the accomplishments and contributions of the two separate scrimmage teams in the history of Moorpark College. The 1999-2000 and the 2000-2001 Moorpark Raiders.
Team photo of the Final Four team here for the Moorpark Raiders, the 2000-2001 team that finished 26-6 in their quest for a title. and a lot of the players came back and coaching staff came back for a big reunion as both teams are finishing their final warm-ups. And the officials themselves are getting ready for tonight's matchup. We will have tip in a couple of minutes, and in an interesting twist, in many respects, this game may be more important. The fact of the nostalgia, the fact that there is a former incredibly successful team here. The cheerleading squad is seated directly to my right, and the majority of the Moorpark Raider fans are seated directly behind me. Getting set for this one. Again, this will be one in the paint, as I've said. Both teams shoot just above 35% from three, so it will be definitely one from the free throw line and in. Both teams scoring well over 70 a game. In Moorpark's case, they score 80. They've scored over 90 in their last two, 98 to 91 in a loss and 98 to 85 in a win at Oxnard. Mason Johnson is also the leading rebounder for the team with 8.3 a game. They do have 13 turnovers a game, so they're going to need to work on taking care of the basketball and having some ball control today in order for them to pick up a win. If you're Cuesta College, it's sort of the same scenario. 14 turnovers a game. They're going to need to take care of the basketball to win this game. They lost 92 to 87 at Pierce College on Wednesday. They score 70.7 a game on 42.7% shooting, yet they only allow 34.23% from deep. So that the three-point percentage in terms of defense is much stronger. Same thing for Moorpark with 32.8% from behind the arc. We got about 3 minutes set for this game to begin. Your officials for tonight's game, the referee is Terrence Minoy, and your umpires, Javier Zavala and Colbert Galliano. So those are the officials for tonight's contest as we wait for this game to get underway. My broadcast partner, Ryan Ketchum, is not with me for this game. He is serving as PA announcer for today's contest due to the significance of the event, but he will be back for future games here on this live stream. We thank you for joining us today, as it is very important for you to be here with us. We appreciate it immensely, and we are still awaiting the final couple of minutes of warm-ups to speak more about the renovation that this team facility has undergone. They have full new locker rooms situated to the right of me, back behind the cheerleading squad's area, as well as full-on new training facilities and a gallery of accomplishments with jersey retirement numbers as well as championships won in the back when I went to go take a look at some of the facilities earlier today. And may I just say that this new renovation is very superb, and both colleges, not only here today, but anybody who visits this campus under the athletic variety will enjoy all the training facilities we have here. This building hadn't been renovated since 1967, so it is the first time that has happened, as a buzzer has sounded, and we will begin the game in about a minute or so. The Cuesta College Cougars, interestingly enough, have a lot of players from out of the country. They have Jacques Safra from Switzerland, Zurich, Switzerland. They have Manu Trosman from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And they also have Lo Ladu from Kinna, Sweden. So a lot of out-of-the-country members of this team. And the bottom half of the roster, all the guards and forwards are listed at 6'7". So it will be Cuesta does have some advantages in terms of the length of their team today. And this tip will be getting underway in a matter of moments, but we will pause for a minute as we get ready for the national anthem. So give us a second. We'll be back right after the anthem. Stay with us.
it's time to meet the team, starting with the away team, the Cuesta College Cougars.
Announcement of the starting lineup.
The 5'11" freshman guard out of Galena High School, number 1, Steph Corbus. The 6'1" freshman guard out of Switzerland, number 5, John Stoffer.
5 games.
The 6'2" freshman guard out of Argentina, number 10, Manu Grossman.
Against Ventura College.
The 6'5" freshman guard out of Turkey, number 21, Lady Passi.
January 11th and 18th.
And the 6'7" freshman guard out of Spain, number 32, Alex Maguire.
10
The Cougars are coached by Rusty Blair and assisted by Casey Blair. And now it's time to meet your Moorpark
possibility of making a postseason tournament which starts at the end of February.
The 5'7" sophomore guard out of Valencia High School, number 1,
last game in a win against Oxnard, Andrioli
the 6'3"
averaging
sophomore forward out of Oxnard High School, number 4,
Mason Johnson for 10 for 15 from the field for 27 while hauling up 11 rebounds.
the 6' freshman guard out of Ventura High School, number 11,
Andrioli led the way with 29 and 16.
the
They ended up
6'6" sophomore
scoring
forward out of Royal
close
High
to
School,
half
number
of
21,
the rate of points in their last game. So look for that to be a big calling card.
sophomore guard out of Crespi, number 32, Bolton Hayes. Your Moorpark Raiders are coached by Chris
Players on the roster, a variety of guards and forwards. Look for the ball to be given inside with Mason Johnson again and Andrioli leading the attack. Ben Grant will serve as the point guard. 5'10" sophomore out of Valencia High School. As tip is coming up in just a minute. The players are getting themselves set. And interesting jerseys they're wearing. It says The Park on the front, referring to, of course, Moorpark as a school and a squad. So a little bit of style on those jerseys as we get set for tip. And we're underway as Ben Grant will take control for the Raiders. Slip for number 32, Aguirre. They're rotating early. Little ball fake, driving inside, attacking the rim. Grant can't find anything and turns it over immediately. Given to Steph Corbus up front. Jock Safra back across. The 3. Short. Grant takes the rebound and takes it up court. Drive and a kick. 4-3. Short again. Tap back out for a rebound. A kick and a reset. Raiders try to attack again. A little runner in the lane. No. Taken the other way by Cuesta. Andrioli couldn't get that shot to fall. Aguirre, give to Corbus, and they will wait it out. 19:07, no score. Early in this contest, first quarter. Drive by Corbus. The pull-up jumper is good on the friendly bounce, and it is the first point of this game belonging to the Cougars. Grant, the give to Johnson. They're rotating in the perimeter. Currently controlling is Hage. Back to Grant. Drive, attack the basket. No foul call, but it's easy 2 for number Mason Johnson, the leading scorer with 20.9 a game. Corbus takes control. Tie score 2-2, 18-25. Screen. Rotation over, a drive, and bit of a mess inside, trying to tie up the ball of the Raiders, and they will get a jump ball. Arrow will keep it with the Cougars. 18.14, 11 on the shot clock. 2-2 our score. In terms of rebounds per game, Raiders have 24.9. As the give is to Corbus. He backs it out and resets. Goes for the 3. Little long. Rebound by Picacci. Now a three again is a little strong by Trozman, and another rebound. An extra possession, that's the third, with 17.51 and ticking. 2-2 our score. Drive, kick, the ball is tipped. It will stay with Cuesta. Couple of rebounds early for this squad. They get 33.7 total a game, but 23.4 on defensive side. Offensively, they average 10. So look for them to continue to crash the glass early. It's Corvus at the controls, looks for a screen, then resets. The give to Trozman. Now a driving, attacking the cup, uses his offhand, and a little runner in the lane. Beautiful move by number 5, Jacques Safra. Now it's Grant on the other end. 4-2 our score, 17:24 to go. Cuesta with the lead. Looking for a juke, can't find anything. We'll back it out and reset. 15 to shoot. Screen. Back the other way, looking for a screen again. It's Slife. And it gets tipped and will remain with the Raiders with only 3 to shoot. Look for a quick inbounds play early in this one. Head coach for the Raiders is Chris Morgan, his first year at the helm. Oh, beautiful inside move. Good play design, but it's off the Raiders and will go to the Cougars on the turnover. Nice strip, good hands. And Cuesta will get another possession. 4-2 our score, 17:01 and ticking here in the first quarter. Corvus brings it up. A man who averages with a 3 on the way, and long rebound by number 4, Mason Johnson, the leading rebounder again, 8.3. A drive by Grant, he puts up a runner. It's off the rim, no good. Tried to get the touch. Rebound by number 21, Pikachi for the Cougars, and away they go. 4-2 our score, 16:26 and counting. Safra at the controls, look for a screen, drives, attacks the cup, and gets the finger roll. Clearly the adage of work in the paint is what both teams are looking to do early. Attack the rim. 6-2. 16:05 and ticking. Jumper, free throw line, got it. Colton Hayes with the jumper. Man who averages 7.1 a game, as the give almost turned over, able to be retrieved by number 5, Safra. Oh, beautiful feed inside and a foul. The first one of this game, and the Cougars will go to the free throw line with 15:40, 6-4 our score. Trozman on the line to shoot 2. He nails the first. The Cougars, in terms of free throws attempted per game, 13.4 with a 9.7 make rate, but both are scored on right there. And it's 8-4 with 15.37 left in the first quarter. Drive, runner, short, rebound, kick out, 3, bang. Number 21, Tim Andreoli, the second leading scorer for the Raiders, sinks the 3 and leaves the Raiders down 1 with 15.17 here and ticking. Corvus. Give to Safra. Safra back. Jumper. Good. Alex Aguirre with the make. And Moorpark will control. A quick 3. Trigger. Got it! Andreoli again, the hot hand early. Leading scorer in the last couple of games for the Raiders. Is showing them why here. 11-10 our score. 14.41. And a 3, and now we're having a contest here. That's number 5, Safra. They're trading them now. Oh, they call it a 2. Foot was on the line. 13-10. And a miscommunication, and it's an early turnover for the Raiders. Grant was looking for Slife and couldn't get it to him. Team that averages 13 a game, as we mentioned. They're going to need to cut that down today. Corvus with control. Oh, and a miscommunication, a mishandle there. Able to regather. Give to Trostman. Screen. Drive kick. Try to attack the rim. Clogged up. Kick out 3. Little short. Gets tipped around. Last touch by the Cougars. It'll go to the Raiders. 13.54, 14-10 our score in the first quarter here. And a play being called out. Grant at control. Looking for a screen. Showing the handles, trying to drive. Almost turns it over and does. Corvus has got it. With numbers the other way. And Moorpark does a good job getting back, but a 3 is put up and nailed by Pikachi. 17-10. 13.17 to go. Pikachi certainly averages 9.7 a game. And he gets the rebound there. And now they're moving quickly. And a beautiful move inside. Wow. A little up and under and a timeout quickly for the Raiders. A bit of a run. And the Cougars lead it by 9. 19-10 with 12:51 to go. As a quick timeout for the Raiders to regroup. Again, they give up almost 80 a game, and that is how much they score. So not a good sign if you're the Raiders early in this one. Offense has been spotty. Offensive rebounds given up early. And here we go, 12:51 here left in the first quarter, 19-10 our score. Driving another attack, and the foul. Grant going right out of the gate for a big score early in this one, 19-12, with a free throw on the way. Got it. So 3-point play converted. 19-13 our score. In terms of free throws per game, free throws made, 11.8. They attempt about 16. Corvus at the controls. Looking for help, finds it. Attacking the rim, kicked. 3. Almost got the roll, a rebound and a foul. Alex Aguirre on the rebound, gets hacked and will shoot 2. See how physical the officials let this game be played today. A couple of fouls called early, but pretty even on that front as Aguirre steps to the line. And misses the first, has one more to go. 19-13 our score, 12-17 here in the quarter. And makes the second, 20-13, 1 of 2 at the line. Moorpark will take it up. The Raiders looking to win today for the extra significance of it being a ceremonial event earlier today. Kick out, looking for the lane, and got it! Noah Slife showing some moxie early as he is out of Ventura High. A jumper contested, tough. Good defense there by the Raiders, and they're going to look to push. Slow it down now. Cougars got back well. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Post inside and a foul. Doesn't appear to be in the act of shooting. They will have to inbound. Andreoli. Grant will inbound from behind the basket. Shot fake, looking for help. Gives it to Johnson. Johnson back to Grant. Finds a screen. They're looking for a post. Gets the post. Faces up. Posts again. Drive, kick to the corner for three. Long. Rebound, weak side. Kick again. Three. Little short. Cougars pick it up. A bit of a spill on the ground there. Kick three, fast pace, short again. Looking for a rebound, can't get it. Johnson controls. Give to Grant. He looks to attack, pulls it back out. Finds help. Slife. Slife posts up. Nice move. Good shot fake. Has to kick. And turned over again by the Raiders. Bacacci able to retrieve. Give to Safra. Posts up. Has the height advantage. McGuire inside. Misses the shot. Rebound by number 32, Colton Hayes. They push. Three. Quick trigger. Got it. That's Grant again. Three is raining early, and we thought this was going to be an affair inside. That ain't happening. 20-18 our score. The Raiders down two. Cougars lead. 9:48 in the quarter. A three again. Online, just couldn't fall. Grant with the board. They look to push. A quick trigger again. Jumper is good, and now Grant's got the hot hand. They tie it up at 20. Corvus looks to slow it down. Cuesta was a little fast early. Looking for a screen, gets help. Faces up, looks to drive. Little runner off the window. Tough shot by Aguirre, and he's able to nail it. Aguirre out of San Luis Obispo, California. And a nailed shot there for the Raiders. Tie game. They're going shot for shot right now. 8:49 in the quarter. Coach Morgan politicking with the referees, trying to get a couple extra calls. No call there. Late, a bit of a late whistle and a foul. And Safra will go to the line to shoot two. Page has picked up the foul. His first. And the Cougars will go to the line. Najim Nawabi in for the Raiders, and Lo Ladu in for the Cougars on a substitution. First substitution we've seen to this point. And both free throws are good. 24-22 our score, 8:37 here in the quarter. Grant will give to Nawabi. He will take the three. Strong. Tried to tip it out for a rebound. Nice hustle. Nawabi short. Rebound tipped around. Who's got control? It will stay with the Raiders. The hustle leading to an extra possession. And Andrew Wetter will come in for Colton Hage off the bench. Bit of a rest for both squads early. We were about little less than halfway through the first period here. Inbound. Raiders look to give, and it will be backed out. Driving. Nawabi. The give. Looking for contact. Tough shot is good. Mason Johnson. Yet another point. And now, looking to slow it down is the Cougars. Corvus gets a screen, drives, looking for help, in trouble, and nearly turned over. Now looking for the post position, gets a nice shot fake. Good play by Ladu. His first points of this contest. 7:35 here in the first quarter. 3. Quick trigger, no good for Nawabi. Oh, and look at that attack. Who is it off of? It's off of Corvus's knee. Excuse me, not Corvus's knee. Trostman's knee, and it will be Raider ball. 26-24, 7:19. 3 fouls for the Raiders, 2 for the Cougars. In terms of team, it rolls off the rim. Didn't fall through. Drive, kick, 3 for the Cougars. In, out, in again. Nice roll for Safra there. 29-24. Drive, post up position, trying to get it. Big wall, rebound, number 21, Pikachi. Ali Pikachi. Give to Corvus. He's in control. He drives, attacks, gets him on his hip, can't get the ball to finish. And the Raiders look to push. Kick. Inside. Nice give. And look at that open lane. Beautiful pass, gets a foul to be rewarded. That's number 21, Andreoli, who was just fouled there. The 3rd team foul for the Cougars. Tim is going to shoot 2. The 6'6" sophomore out of Royal High School in Simi, right here in this area. Hometown product. The 2nd leading scorer with 19.9 a game. Put in at least a couple of threes today. Makes the first. And nails the second. Both are good. 29-26. 6:20 we got left in the quarter. Trostman's got it. Give to Safra. Safra looks to drive. Kick. Got an opening. Attack. Looking back out. 3. Bang. That's number 21, Pikachi again. He joins the party with a big shot. 32-26, 6-point margin. 5:53 left in the quarter. Driving, Raiders kick. Driving again, gets him on his hip and a foul. Fouls on number 10 for the Cougars, Trostman. The 4th team foul for the Raiders. They will have to inbound. 5:47 left. Fast-paced start to this one. A little more patience. Good screen. Gets inside. Kick. 3. Little long. Rebound. Ladu. Give to Safra. A little bit more methodical pace here. 3. Quick trigger. Waved off. That was a traveling call on Pikachi. Turnover for the Cougars. 5:26 here in the quarter. Grant. Give to Johnson. Three is good. Nawabi puts it in. The Raiders are staying right within the margin here. 32-29 the score. 5:07 here in the quarter. Give to Safra. He's looking for help. Gets it back outside. Screen. Good give, and Ladu is left right alone. They aren't going to mess with him. A dunk. 34-29. 5-point margin, 4:39. Nearly turned over, but a foul. The fifth foul. Second on Trosman. He may have to sit in a few minutes. Better be careful. He will sit. As number 44, Santi Calvo, is coming into the game to replace him. Foul trouble a story early for the Cougars. With a thin bench for both squads, really. Could be the difference in this game. Possession arrow to the Raiders. Andreoli, jumper, short. Rebound controlled by the Cougars. Bacacci had it. Oh, give inside, try to get the pinpoint pass and turned over. Raiders will control. Safra says, my bad on that one. 4:19 here in the quarter. 34-29 our score. Good inside move, no call, late whistle and a foul. And the Raiders will go back to the line. Santi Calvo, his first personal. The sixth team foul will put Ben Grant at the line to shoot two. Rusty Blair manning the controls here for the Cougars. A team who finished with a 22-8 record and 8-2 record in conference play last season. A bit of a dip this year with an 8-12 start. Could be a jumping off point for them as both free throws are good. 34-31 our score, 4:06 to go here in the quarter. Moorpark has done basically what it set out to do, controlling the turnover game and staying out of foul trouble, keeping them within three here. This has been a perimeter shooting game early. Drive. Oh, what a shot! That is Safra again, my goodness. He's able to weave his way between two defenders to score the bucket. Grant on the other end, tries to attack. Pulls up, free throw line jumper, gets the roll. An answer there for the Raiders, 36-33, 3-point margin. 3:24 here in the quarter. Looking for help, gets a screen, does Corvus. Drive, kick, looking for a jumper, no, double team, and whistles. Offensive foul. 3 seconds in the key. Will turn the ball over instantaneously to the Raiders. So the Cougars a little sloppy on the offensive side of the ball early, yet they hold a 3-point lead. Push off. And a beautiful runner in the lane, and Corvus is complaining he wanted an offensive foul call due to the push off. He ain't gonna get one. Beautiful runner. Delay of game call. On the Cougars. Second one will result in a technical foul. They got to be careful. Extra chirping at the official will lead to that. Cross court pass, fake, three, bang. Bacacci is shown out today. That's at least his third three. And now trying to answer is Androli, and he does! A big three. Puts the margin to 1. 39-38. Jumper, free throw line. Got it! Answer for answer. We are going now. 41-38, and we got a game, folks. Now trying to attack the rim. Stop, reverse, give to Androli. Raiders, oh, a wall and a block. That's Ledoux, the big man. Pull up three, little short, left alone. Miss on a defensive assignment, a rebound and a foul. Calvo is gonna go to the line. Fouls on Nawabi. That's his first personal and the 4th team foul. There will be an inbound, not in the act of shooting. They give to Corvus. He thought about a three, pulls it back, and will reset. 1:38 left in the quarter. Three! Little long. They give to Nawabi. He's going to pull up for one and be a little short, but a weak side rebound tipped around, and the tip will keep it. No, they're going to say, oh, and now the officials are going to confer. One official said that it was tipped, the other signaled, and they have corrected the call. It will stay with the Raiders. Nawabi to inbound. Andrioli to Johnson, to Grant. Grant pulls up for three. Strong. Pikachi with the rebound. Corvus will slow it down. With a minute left in the quarter, they're going to maximize each possession till we hit the second stanza. Screen. Try about a three. Traveling. Extra step. Pikachi. It will go the other way. 57.6 seconds. 41-38. Despite the early mistakes from the Cougars, they have maintained a 3-point edge. Could look for a 2-for-1 here at the end of the quarter. Face up for Johnson. He looks post, very short. Rebound to Safra, he looks to push. They look for a 2-for-1 now. Kick, Corvus thought about a three, holds off. Post up to Calvo. He faces up, tries to go reverse, and a foul late. He'll go to the line. 5th team foul for the Raiders. Foul on Andrioli, his first. Calvo will go to the line to shoot two. Bit of an interesting free throw motion. He misses the first. One more there. Goes with the one-handed approach and nails the second. 4-point edge, 42-38 with 30 seconds left in the quarter. Grant is going to hold for the final shot until we hit the second quarter here. Slow it down. Big key is the clock here. Look for them to go under 10 seconds. They're starting to move. Andrioli around the perimeter. Can't get free. Spot three. Short. Picked up. They're going to look to push. Half court heave. Strong from Corvus. And that is an entertaining first quarter to say the least. 42-38. 4-point edge, excuse me, for the Cougars. 6 fouls for the Cougars, 5 fouls for the Raiders early. A 3-point shooting contest to start this one. Thinking it was going to be certainly an inside affair, but to this point it has not. When you look at both teams' shooting percentage from deep, in terms of 3-point percentage, the Raiders shoot 37% from 3 on 28 attempts a game. So they do certainly shoot it from out there a lot. When you look at the Cougars, their 3-point attempts per game is 27.3 and a 37-point clip. So again, a very similar as we end the half. And right now, we're looking at the Moorpark cheer squad.
Please welcome to the court right now, Moorpark College Spirit Squad. They're going to be out here, and the Spirit team are going to have a little performance for you. TK's mother, Jazzy, and his father, Ken. Joining Ken and Jazzy are TK's son, Jared, and daughter, Amaya. And sister, Sharon. TK has many former high school and college teammates and former coaches here tonight, so we thank you all for coming for TK. Thank you very much, everyone. Teron Kenneth Reed came to Moorpark College after leading Sylmar High School to 2 league championships and the 1998 Los Angeles City Section Championship, the only city championship in the history of the school. TK brought his gregarious and affable personality to Moorpark College that quickly won over all who he met, especially his teammates and coaches. He also brought unprecedented competitive success by leading Moorpark College to the 2 most successful seasons in college history. Those records stand to this day. The Raiders won 2 conference championships and advanced to the 3C2A men's basketball Final Four in both years that TK led the team. He did not physically appear to be a premier college basketball player, nor did he possess great skill, but what TK did possess and exhibit at a constantly elite level with unmatched competitiveness and drive. Uncommon leadership ability, and love for his teammates. These were not easily seen by fans and others who may not fully understand the game. However, TK's teammates and coaches awed at these attributes. Additionally, the attributes led to TK leading California in assists per game before being named first team All-Western State Conference and the most valuable player of the Cerro Coso tournament. Unsurprisingly, TK's championship way continued as he led Cal State San Bernardino to 2 championships, a 49-10 record, and set the school's single-season assist record. In March of 2015, TK was tragically taken from us at a crime scene where he was an innocent bystander. Today, Moorpark College is honored to retire TK's number and honor one of the greatest young men and players in the history of Moorpark College. Now please direct your attention to the east wall of the gym for the unveiling of TK's commemorative jersey, retired number 23 here at Moorpark College. Number 23, TK Reed, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, put it on the screen, watch it. ball down 4, 19:57 left in the second half as we've just begun things here. Oh, what a step back crossover, a little strong. And a rebound by Safra. Oh, outlet ahead, beautiful pass. Number 21, Pikachi on the fast break. Clearly some adjustments being made here in this ball game. 44-38, 6-point margin. Give to Johnson, the leading scorer at 20.9 a game. He looks to drive. Back out to Grant. Grant looks to attack, gets shouldered off. Oh, and now they're in trouble, under 5, put it up! And a whistle, and they get a cheap foul late. 19-12, here in the second half, 44-38, our score, 6-point margin. Andreoli at the free throw line, and the opposite of him, Pikachi with the foul again. The first of this half as a team for the Cougars. He's currently speaking to the officials to figure out if that foul is indeed on Pikachi or if it is on another member. Stoppage in play at the moment as the officials try to fix this and remedy it. The foul has been corrected to Jacques Safra. Andreoli at the line to shoot 2. Little strong on the first. Free throw line has not been kind to both squads today. Can he get the second to go? No, still a little strong, rolls off the rim. 0-2 from the line. That may hurt later in this contest. 44-38, 6-point margin, the Cougars lead. Jumper, Corvus. Strong. Rebound, Johnson. Leading rebounder at 8 a game. He's got at least a couple today. Grant looking for a screen, gets it. Mismatch with the big man up top. Johnson looking for a foul, didn't get it, but gets the bucket to go. That's 2, it's cut to 4. 44-40 the score, 18-32. Here in the half. This is going to be entertaining. Drive, looking for the jumper. That's what you do when you compromise a double team. It's kicked outside for 2, nailed it. 47-40. Moorpark is staying within striking distance, but just can't get on that run to close this gap. Andreoli looking for the 3, got it! It's cut to 4. And staying with the Cougars are the Raiders here. 17-48 in the half. This has been raining threes tonight. The exact opposite of what we thought this narrative was going to be. Drive, kick, kick again. Extra pass, 3, strong from Safra. Weak side board. Safra back out, they look inside, trying to post up, attack the rim, kick out, 3, Corvus. Oh, and a tough rebound again, an extra chance. The second offensive board, this time by number 32, Alex Aguirre. They slow it down, back it out, do the Cougars. Cuesta looks to continue the margin. Drive, attack the cup, off the front of the rim. Another board by Aguirre, but stripped away by Andreoli. Give to Grant, looks to push, attack the rim. Back it out, nearly turned over in the corner. Spot 3, Johnson, yeah! And now it's cut to 1 again. The second time we've been at a 1-point margin. It was 39-38 in the first half when that was addressed and established. 16-33 here in the second half. Looking to put scoreboard pressure here on Cuesta. Back out to Corvus. Corvus looks to attack the bucket. On the hip. No, a little strong. Good challenge by the Raiders. Oh, what an attack. The rib by Grit. Swatted back by number 32, Alex Aguirre again. Good recovery by the Cougars to slow down the pace of play here. They're going to give it out. The Raiders number 32, Hage, spot jumper. He got it. And the Raiders have their first lead of the game, 48-47, 15-58 now. Oh, tip deflected away. The big man going inside. Spot jumper, nailed it. Aguirre again, he's had a heck of a game. And now, back in front are the Cougars. Oh, no foul. Got blocked away. And recovery by the Raiders. Another three from the outside. Hage can't nail it. Oh. There's a foul. Second on Slife. First foul of the half. Najim Nawabi comes in for Ben Grant to take the spot at the point. Inbounding, number 10, Trosman. Oh, ball got deflected, stolen away by the Raiders. Andreoli's out on the break. Gets fouled to get the bucket. Whoa, that may be the spark the Raiders need to go on a run. 50-49 with a free throw on the way. Oh, and now Alex Aguirre on the personal foul. Mason Johnson is unhappy about something. Talking with the officials. Not sure if there was a technical foul call. We'll see as one of the officials is at the scorer's table addressing this issue. These two others are near center court discussing the events that just took place. 15-17 here in the second half. 50-49, the Raiders lead. Two fouls team-wise for the Cougars, one for the Raiders. And we have a stoppage at the moment due to this scenario, as this is halted play immediately. Fast-paced game and a lot of threes, so clearly both teams look to drive and kick the ball to create open space. Spacing is key for those types of things. Orientation, a big part of that. Both teams are moseying around.
Then there was a double technical. There was one technical foul against Moorpark College, number 11, Noah Slide.
There was a double technical
Foul against Cuesta College, number 21, Ali Makati.
on both Pikachi of the Cougars and Slife of the Raiders. So a double technical. They will cancel out. No team will shoot free throws, I believe, off of that. We will see if that changes. Both players, it is their first technical of the game. If they receive a second, they will be ejected. So they will have to be careful of that, and we will be monitoring that situation for the remainder of this game. So now, orders restored as Andreoli is finally stepping to the line to shoot his free throw from the continuation shot a few minutes ago. Noah Slife now has 3 personal fouls following the tech. And Picacci's got 2 following the tech. Both of those techs cancel out. And the free throw is too strong from Andreoli and missed. The Raiders still hold a 1-point lead after all of that. 15-13 here in the second half, 50-49 our score. Oh, tight D by Andreoli. Backed out, turned over, and Andreoli's got a break again. Step through Euro, beautiful move. 4-2, and the Raiders take a 3-point lead, 52-49, 14:52 to go. Corvus. Free throw line jumper, nailed it. Strong side, and they are staying right with the Raiders, 52-51. Corvus coming in as the leading scorer for the Cougars, 15.1 a game. Andreoli backs it out. Action inside, post up by Johnson. Johnson, kick, 3. Stepped on the out of bounds line, it won't count. Turnover for the Raiders. Ben Grant is back in for the Raiders as Noah Slife will sit. 3/4 court press. Grant is way up in the grill of Corvus here. Screen. Kick, looking for help, trying to find inside, no. Back out to Corvus, he looked to shoot it. Step through, kick again. It's Safra, strong. Rebound Johnson, and gets fouled. And he's fired up now. He's trying to get the crowd involved as well as the rest of his teammates. Corvus' second personal, the 4th team foul for the Cougars. 52-51, and the shot is good. Hanging runner by Johnson. 3-point margin again, 54-51, 13:43 left in the half. And now they rotate and drive. Kick out, extra pass, look to shoot. In the lane, little runner too strong. Good closing D from the Raiders. And now they look to run. Give to Johnson. Nearly turns it over. Gets it back. Inside. Grant. Kick out. And they will slow it down and reset. Back to Johnson. Oh, it's Andreoli. No foul. Short. Tried to slip him inside on a post move. Couldn't get it to him. Corvus slows it down. Ledoux fakes the screen. Kick. 3. Safra nails it. And we're tied again. Showing the toughness of the Cougars. Hanging right with the Raiders here. 12:42 here in the second half. This is going to be a very tightly contested ball game, nearly controlled by turnovers. Everybody's on the ground. We got scrappiness, nearly thrown up in the air and still controlled by Cuesta. Drive. Foul on the drive. Initiating it was Trozman. Foul is on Colton Hayes. He will take a seat. Andrew Wetter will have to come in due to the foul. And now slowing it down. Corvus currently has it. Hasn't been necessarily the traditional point guard today. It's been thrown around a lot to different players today. 3. It's Safra. He got another one, and he's now red hot. 57-54, 11:55 left in the half. It's really tight right now. This could come down to ball control and who can make more buckets. Post, Johnson, and gets the 2 to go. Got on the hip of Corvus. He's not happy. He thought he had a hand check. No foul call. 57-56, 11:30 in the half. 1 point edge for the Cougars currently. Oh, and there's the foul. On Johnson. His second personal and the fourth team foul in this one. Not currently in foul trouble at the moment. Corvus kick, Ledoux. Going the other way, drive! And they got a block. That's one of the toughest calls to make if you're an official. If the feet continue to move and you are not set, it is traditionally a block. If the feet are set within the painted area, it is traditionally called a charge. The officials are currently talking it over. Foul on Nawabi, his second. It will be an inbound, not a shooting foul. Give to Aguirre. Back to Corvus, mans the point. Driving his way up and under, reverse. Oh, what a play. Number 10, Trozman with the fancy moves inside. Puts a 3-point margin between the Cougars and the Raiders. 10:49 here in the half. We're nearing the halfway point here. It is really tight right now. Every possession critical. Inbound, Androli. He's got the height advantage over Trozman. He puts it up over him in a beautiful move. Smart play with the jump hook over. 59-58, 1 point game. 10:36 to go and ticking. Got a screen. Takes Grant. Dish. Drive inside. Oh, ball movement key. Extra pass. Corvus 3. Blocked away. Oh, what a play. Outlet to, and missed. Missed. Oh my goodness. No. Yep, that was a clear, easy layup and just rushed. As there is a foul to slow things down finally. Give to Ledoux. He's trying to post. Gets it up a little short. Johnson the board. They look to push. Grant. Spot 3. Bang. That is huge. 2-point edge. Raiders lead 61-59. 9:35 here in the second half. Uh-oh, sloppy with the ball. Still maintaining control. Cuesta's got it. Corvus. The give. 3. Wow. That was deep as well. Number 32, Aguirre. Alex just said, I can make a 3 if you can. And right now they have a 1-point edge with a timeout on the floor. 62-61, 9:13 to go. Both teams have 5 fouls. This is about as tight as you can get. And currently it is right in line with the scoring margins of both teams. 80 for the Raiders, 74 for the Cougars. They could best that mark by the end of this one. 9:13. Again, head coach Chris Morgan in his first year has guided this team to an even mark through 20 games. A win on Wednesday at Oxnard, 98-85. Cuesta's coming off a loss, 92-87 at Pierce. The last conference championship for the Raiders coming in 2007. To break that streak now. Andreoli to Grant. Tacks the bucket. Kick out 3. Got it! Andreoli is raining them down too. 64-62. They are testing the three-point line. Sooner or later, the big men may have to go out and challenge. It's Safra. Inside. Gives a bit of a hand check. Off the glass, no. Andreoli the rebound. He'll take it up. Kick. 3. Got it again! Oh my goodness, he is on fire. And now, it's a 6-0 run, and the Raiders have a 67-62 lead, forcing the Cougars to call timeout again. Quick little spurt, 8:21. 5-point edge, the Raiders going on a little mini run, trying to create distance. We haven't seen much in this game. Both teams are fighting real hard. And at the moment, Rusty Blair is really laying it into his squad. He is not happy. They are just they're missing assignments, and he is certainly giving them a talking to at the moment. The Raiders, much quicker huddle. (67-62), 8:21. The time for a run was now if you're the Raiders, also for the Cougars. They still have plenty of time to close this gap. Corvus played tight by Grant. Got the bigger man on him, takes the switch. Ledoux, kick out. Seguier. Excuse me, no, Picacci. Now to Safra, back to Ledoux. He's going to put up a 3. Online a little strong, rebound, foul. And the entire crowd is not enjoying that call. Aguirre will shoot 2. Got the first. Free throws are going to be critical in the final 7:52 of this one. 67-63. Little strong, 1 for 2. Give to Grant, up court. They're looking to play fast. Drive, inside, blocked! Good recovery by Johnson for 2. 6-point margin. 69-63, 7:35 to go. Inside, Ledoux gets a nice roll deep in the paint. 69-65, 4-point game. Raiders slow it down a smidge. No foul call. Walked away, good defense by the Cougars. Corvus doesn't have numbers, tries to feed it to Ledoux. No call there. 3 ball, got it! We're back to a 1-point game again. This seesaw battle continues. 69-68, 6:55. Six-team fouls for the Raiders, 5 for Cuesta. Andreoli a 3, got it! Oh my goodness. Anything you could do, I could do better. That's what Andreoli's saying right now. 72-68, 6:28 to go. Drive, kick, tight D. By Nawavi. Tough three with, oh my goodness. Hand in his face, and yes, he nailed that. 72-71, 6 minutes to go. Both teams right around their average in team scoring. Andreoli has Ladu on him. It's Johnson, loses control of the ball. Here comes the Cougars and a foul in the open court, smart play. Foul on Nawabi. 17 foul, and now the Cougars are in the bonus for the rest of this game. That does not mean bonus plus. It means a one-on-one. If he misses the first free throw, the other team has the opportunity to rebound and move the ball the other way up the court. He made the first. It's tied at 72. He gets to shoot another. And no, rims out. Tough board. Johnson got it. Grant slows it down. This nerve-wracking battle approaches 5:35 here in the second half. Tied at 72. Andreoli, nice handles. Give to Johnson. Johnson spins. Oh! Wow! Fancy moves inside. 2-point game, 74-72. Beautiful spin move there from Mason. Drive inside now by Corvus. He tries to get it the other way. Swatted back by the Raiders. Grant pushes off. Inside, short. Follow by Johnson. And a timeout. 4-point game, 76-72. 4:51 to go. The little things for the Raiders paying off at the moment. This final 4:51 is going to be about who wants it more. This is the point where you will see both teams calling timeouts more often than the previous half of this game. They were just kind of letting them play free, but now that it's down to a 4-point game and it's this tight, strategy is going to be a big key, and belief and confidence goes along right with that. Both teams with a thin bench, but foul trouble hasn't been too bad. A big factor, important to note, Cuesta is in the bonus. They get to shoot free throws on every foul the rest of the way. That is going to play a big role in the final 4:51 of this game. Trozman at the controls. Manu, beautiful up and under inside for two. Good out of bounds call. 76-74 our score. Raiders lead by 2, 4:32 and ticking. Three, short by Nawabi, rebound, Ladu. Cougars looking to even things up at 76. Three for the lead, little short by Pakachi. Johnson, mid-range, rebound, tough play, but a block by Ladu. Good defensive play by Cuesta. Slowing it down is Trozman. Trozman, give, kick, Pakachi three, in and out. Wouldn't stay down. Grant the rebound. 3:28, 76-74, 2-point game. Andreoli looking to drive. Oh, beautiful finesse move, nice footwork, established inside, 4-point game, 78-74, 3:11 to go. Okay, now they slow it down, do the Cougars. Thought about a three. Drive inside. Tough shot. Foul. Offensive. We're going the other way. Push off. Offensive. Over the back. Offensive rebound foul. Foul on Aguirre. His third. Page is back in for the Raiders. The third on Aguirre. The sixth total for Cuesta. 2:50, 4-point game. The Raiders may look to slow it down, try and maximize clock. Oh, it doesn't look like it here. They're still going fast pace. It's a three, got it! That is huge! Whoa, Nawabi with a dagger late, 81-74, timeout Cougars. That was big. This is now a 7-point edge for the Raiders with 2:29 to go. How about this game for the grand reopening of the Raider Pavilion? Entertaining, high scoring, just the way we wanted it, folks. Both teams strategizing, talking it over. Look for a faster pace. I mean, we've seen a quick pace today from the Cougars, but they may speed it up twice as much as they have over the course of this game, over the next 2:29, to try and pull even. They don't need threes yet. Maximizing the paint, they can go for two. No need to foul. At this point, one more, and the Raiders will be in the bonus as well. Raiders D will come up big. Remember, they give up 79.2 a game. They have already surpassed their scoring margin of 80.6. Cuesta has already surpassed their margin of 70 points. Safra, drive, good feed, foul. Smart move with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:06 to go. Second personal on Andrea. Aguirre is going back to the line for a 1-and-1. Nawabi is back in the game. Look for the Cougars to extend this, slow it down as long as possible. Minimize the possessions for the Raiders. He nails the first, 81-75. Cut. The lead is cut to 5. 81-76. 2:02 and ticking, and at this point, the Raiders are slowing it down. Give to Andrioli. He's working inside. Kick, Nawabi. Give to Grant. Back to Nawabi. Extra pass. Strong by Hage. Rebound. Corvus has got controls. 138. No time to dilly-dally now. Inside. Kick. Corvus. 3. Yee. Little short. Rebound Andrioli. We're coming up on the final minute 25. They are really going to slow it down this time. 1:20. 22 seconds left on the shot clock and counting. Nawabi at controls. Give to Grant. 7. They're going. 3. No. Oh, got a friendly roll. Whoa. 84-76, 55.9. We're under a minute. That could be the dagger. Timeout, Cuesta. A stoppage in play. It is a timeout. Bit of a lag there, but both teams will go to their benches. The game clock has been reset to 59. 84-76. The Cougars may look to foul for the remainder of this game. If the Raiders win, they will improve to 11-10. If Cuesta does lose, they will fall to 8-13. If a miraculous comeback is in order, Cuesta could improve to 9-12, and the Raiders can fall to 10-11 on the season. Both teams, the only team in the bonus at the moment are the Cougars. But this could be a formality in terms of the fouling game now, and could put the Raiders at the line for the remainder of this game. So it has now been reset to 59.9. Final minute of this one. Cuesta to inbound. Grant's up to press. Turnover could seal it. Got to be careful. Drive. Does turn it over. Johnson's got it. They're going to need to foul. Grant does receive the foul. He will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Both teams in the bonus. Second team foul for the Cougars. Grant to shoot a 1-and-1, and now the pressure mounts. It will be a free throw game the rest of the way. 44.1. The first is good. Friendly bounce. 9-point game, 85-76. Another one upcoming. And off the front. It's 1-and-1. Cuesta needs a bit of a miracle. Got to push. Corfus. Inside. Looking for a call. Doesn't get it. Tapped out. Rebound Johnson. And a foul. 32 seconds to go. Johnson will go to the line to shoot two. A 1-and-1. Corfus is first personal, the 8th team foul. And this will be for the next 32 seconds. What you will see, a free throw extension type game. Miracles can happen, down 9. Short, rebound, give up to Corvus. Raiders get back. Corvus moving around. 3. Way short. Didn't even hit the rim. And it is off the Cougars to the Raiders, 17.2. And this most likely will be the end of it. No foul. Still no foul. And they're just going to run out the clock. That is it. The Raiders will improve to 11-10. Your final score, 85-76. Cuesta falls to 8-13 this season. A big win today, as it is the grand reopening of Raider Pavilion. And it is exactly how you want to start it. 85-76 for this new era of Moorpark sports. And now, both teams shake hands. We will be getting to a post game shortly, a possible interview, if we can. But what a game this was. Raining threes all over the place. Andrioli, a big star, as well as Mason Johnson, which you can tell by the final score of this one. Both teams scored well above their average. Moorpark 85 points, the Cougars 76 points. Time of possession was key in this one. As we wrap it up, many families are here to support both the players and the other teams involved. I'd like to thank everyone watching this live stream today. Thank you for tuning in. It will be up in the next couple days on tape delay. Please feel free to watch. As they vacate the stands here in this one, 85-76 the final. And we get to say hi to a dear friend of ours who wasn't here for the majority of this game. He was doing PA announcing on the other side of the arena. Ryan, what a game this was. A lot of threes. I thought it was going to be personally an inside game with the big forwards that both these teams have, but they chose to drive and kick for the majority of this one.
Definitely, and for basically the whole entire game, I mean, whenever they hit a guy like Tim Andreoli, number 21, I mean, he just went off in this game. It was just incredible. He just had such a nice touch. It was just something that they had, like you were mentioning, going inside a lot. And that's kind of what we've seen throughout the season as well, and looking at the size and looking at the scoring. But, hey, if you could be able to kick it out and shoot some threes and still get a decent amount of points and win a game, then they're doing that. So they're adjusting a little bit on the fly, and it worked really well with their offensive scheme.
Now, in terms of the way this game was won, a lot was talked about in terms of controlling the ball today. Both teams averaged over 10 turnovers. Moorpark's got 13 a game coming into this. Cuesta's got 14. So talk about how both teams were able to control the ball to keep this game tight in terms of a 9-point margin.
Definitely, it seemed like there were a lot of careless passes in this game. There were a lot of times that I was at the scorer's table and I said, hey, you got to pass it to him or you got to pass it to him. And it was just me looking at that and them not recognizing on the court. So a little bit better court awareness they need to be able to get. They need to be able to hold on to the ball a little bit more. But I saw a lot of times is maybe a little bit of worrying about a play instead of worrying about playing. Sometimes you have a play in your mind and you are supposed to dribble this spot and pass it, but instead sometimes you just have to keep the dribble alive and then dribble around the defender if that pass is not open instead of picking up the ball. And I saw a lot of times in this game, it seemed like they were picking it up a little bit too early on both sides. They just need to be a little more comfortable with that and then kind of flow with the game. But definitely a great win for the Raiders and a great performance by Cuesta for most of the game too.
Now, what would you recommend in terms of improvement? Because what I watched today was the fact that not a lot of the big guys came out on the perimeter to defend the three, and I wasn't sure if that was going to change in the second half. There was a lot of open shots, and I don't know if the Raiders want to take that gamble and start putting their big men out on the perimeter in a mismatch. So how do they remedy that?
I think if you're looking to put a big man out there, Tim Andreoli is fine. He's very quick. Also, usually the player that he goes up against is a lot less quicker than him. But with all the rest of their big man, you are right how usually they have a little bit of quickness disadvantage, a little bit of size. I mean, they have a size advantage, but it's a disadvantage being out there beyond the three-point line. So one thing that I would suggest to do is maybe even go into zone defense, but I would probably suggest to just look at your matchups a little bit better. If there is a matchup you have to have, then have him sag off a little bit, because if it is a bad matchup for a big man, that usually means that the big man has a size advantage. So that means that he could be able to close out a little bit better and jump to be able to affect a shot. So I think just kind of having them sag off a little bit, but not too far, and then looking at the matchup scheme a little bit better, and then you'd be able to close out and have a better success against a three-point game.
Speaking of matchups, Moorpark's next game will be against Santa Barbara City College on the road the 29th of January. So stay tuned for that game. It will be on the road. This game will be up in a matter of days. Thank you so much. We will see you in a few days for our next coverage.